Shalom, shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites, Chicago branch, coming with another sit down. You know, me and the brother Idon now we're here. We're just chopping it up. So before we get started, like always, we wanted to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kodash. To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, we want to send double honors because they do rule well. For the brethren around the world, pushing this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving the good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and interaction with people on planet, declaring warning. We send salutations for the hopeful elect. We hope this is edifying. Okay, so like I said, we were sitting here and we were having a conversation. We were just chopping through a bunch of different subjects and stuff like that because that's what the spirit does. And he was telling me about a scenario and somebody that we ain't gonna name no names, but you know the things that they like to eat and shit. And you know, and I'm like, what he read, what he said, I was thinking, okay, well, you go to lobster, you go to Red Lobster, someplace like that. He's talking about they eat it 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I don't see you going to Red Lobster 2 or 3 times a week, but okay, at least you go there, you can get a steak, you know, and get some salmon, as opposed to the fucking sea roast that you're talking about. Then go ahead, you say you go on say what you said, Big. Cause that's what made me say fuck.
No, look, I hate getting on a nigga woman. All right, like they don't really deserve my time.
Right.
All right, really, I don't, do me lessons on them. All right, but you have these women, right, who wonder why their
Going through the shit.
privy areas,
Right. Their privy areas. That's good. Right? Their private parts.
The private parts are not functioning the way that they think
it should.
Or should be.
Their genitalia doesn't have the elasticity that they think. You know, I think Mike Epps said that snapback.
The snapback.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right.
Go ahead.
Coming to the truth, we find a way to eat. All right. The Lord gave us things to
heal.
lawful to eat. Yeah, to heal.
That's right. Lawful. The whole deal. Go ahead.
Right. So you got these women who eat a lot of shellfish and crab and things like that, right? And those things are not good for the body, especially for a woman, And
well, they're not good for the body because of the fact that, like I said, all that shell and crabfish and all that other kind of stuff is fucking bottom feeders anyway. There was a reason why the Lord said you don't eat these things. The law was given that you're not supposed to eat these things for a reason. You know, the same way you were told not to eat swine's flesh because of a reason. Okay? So go ahead out.
Basically, not adhering to the law, statutes, and commandments of the dietary laws of the scriptures, man, your body's gonna be off balance. All right, and our health is directly affected by our food. It shows. Your certain parts. There's certain parts have a certain odor to them. All right. They're just now learning about pineapple juice and
right.
other healthy things you can put in your body to clean it out and to refreshen yourself.
Right.
But that does no good if you're going to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster 3-4 times a week.
And you go into the scriptures, the women go to read about Esther, how they were soaking milk baths and
right.
And so our ancient culture, how we would use and what we would use of the earth, of the apothecary, apothecaries,
Apothecary, right.
and so forth. A lot of that is lost to us now if you don't go do your research and go into your history through the Spirit. Right?
Okay.
Now that's why Isaiah 3rd chapter says where there was a sweet smell there, now it should be what? Stank.
Stank. That's it. They're trying to figure out why it's stanky.
Why she stank so good.
That's it. As they say, you are what you eat. So a rotten fish, you eating rotten fish. You smell like you wonder why you smell like a rotten fish.
Well, you wonder why? Don't get me wrong. We shallow a bit. All right. So, but if you got no good box, Jake ain't gonna stay around, man. All right. You pull your panties down or whatever, and there's an odor there, man. You know, but it comes directly from what you eat. All right, you don't take care of yourself. Then you wonder why you got all this TNA and all this hair. Nobody wants you.
Or why you got 5 kids and 5 baby daddies.
There you go.
Okay, you trying to figure that part of it out because, like I said, you fooled them into the look.
Yeah.
And I told my girl this about her daughter. Okay, because of the fact that, like I said, when our daughter fixed herself up one real, you would have thought that she was Melissa Ford. Okay, she was like a knockoff spin of Melissa Ford, but she's, like I said, all her kids have got different baby daddies, and that tells you something right there. So he see the Melissa Ford, he spit the Mac, right? Then he hit it, it ain't what he thought. Fuck this.
You wonder why you don't get no call back, man.
That's,
you know?
that's right. The elder having been an actor, you auditioned for the part, but you didn't get the call back. It wasn't for you.
and the thing is, you actually could have been very good for the role. Sometimes you say, man, I want this guy for the role. I want him. That's the perfect fit. But then you start looking at everybody else that's around the role, and you can't find the other matches to that perfect fit. And so, well, if I have him, he's going to be too powerful, over dominating to the second person, to the supporting cast. If that person's too powerful and everybody else is too small, you will go to a person who might be not the person you wanted, but it's a better fit for the whole mass. Then you actually see, you know what, I'm gonna pass up on this guy. You know, this the Michael Jordan of this role right here. I'm gonna get the Scottie Pippen this role because the Scottie Pippen of this role
carry the whole crowd.
Fit with the other woman, what the bam, it fits with the whole picture. Because when you in acting world, you're trying to portray the imagery that's projected in the words onto the screen, to the audience. It's not going to work if you don't have it all the pieces put together. You know what I'm saying? So it just because you don't get the role, don't mean you wasn't good enough for the role. And all that to say, the Most High puts together and moves what He wants because He knows what's best. We navigate in the flesh. Well, no, I can do this, I can do that, or this is how this should be. The Most High, the God, this, God, that. No, man, you scrap everything when it comes out to the Most High. Now you got to come right. You got to come humble. You got to come correct and open for the Most High to do whatever He will have to do for you. All right. This world teaches you to make it all about you. All right, which makes it all about actually the wickedness. All right. That's why the food is fucked up. That's why the everything in America, everything on the planet is fucked up. They build cars that break down. They build electronics that break down. How are you gonna have a phone and 2 or 3? If you have the parts and you have good working parts, it should never break fucking down. But guess what? You're dealing with Esau, Edom, he cutting corners. It shit breaks down.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said, I was in the manufacturing field, and we're gonna get back to that. But I was in the manufacturing field, and I remember as a kid coming up, and the way cars was even designed then. They was designed to break down, okay? And they was designed to break down. And here was the time frame that they had on it. You buy a car, you finance it for 4 years. They expected you to trade it in after the 3rd year, which was still under the 4, because you get 4-year warranty. You get about 4-year warranty or whatever, because you was only gonna put about 12,000 miles on it, so they give you a 48,000 mile warranty on it. They give you that. At 36,000 miles, they want you to get rid of it because they know it's gonna start breaking down. They'll put you into this, like let's say it was a Caddy, okay? It was a Coupe de Ville or a Bonneville or whatever it was. You trade that in, you can basically keep the same note. You're always in debt because you're paying for. You got the car that's only 3. You had the car for 3 years. Now you got the brand new car, so you got the same note, and now they can take that car, put it back on the market because you took it right back to the same dealership. They'll sell it, and now they're going to make their markup. They're going to make their markup in the repair bills that's going to be brought when they start breaking down. And this, that, and the other. So like I said, it wasn't designed. It was designed on this floating financing credit and whatnot. And that's why you got the fucking miry clay and debt that you got in America now because of that shit. They started building, they built this motherfucker on miry clay and debt. That was the whole purpose of it. And now they get ready to flip this shit over into the RFID chip, and that's gonna fuck it up. But like I said, we're gonna slide back to these females eating these badass foods and shit and whatnot, not understanding that we was given law, statutes, and commandments for a reason. And Jeremiah 17:4 says, and Jeremiah was even told, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. What's the heritage? Your law, statutes, and commandments. What you supposed to eat. What you're not supposed to be trying to eat. These types of things and whatnot. So you don't eat these types of foods and whatnot, and your body can cleanse itself. But you eat this type of shit, then you want to know why you got high blood pressure, why you got diabetes, why you got this, why you got that, why your box stank, all this other kinds of stuff, all this other kind of stuff. You can't get off the pork. You try to figure out where you got the fucking tapeworm from. What the fuck? Go ahead, Op, whatever you got.
This is Isaiah 3 and 24. It shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Right.
And instead of a girdle or rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher or girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty, man. All right, so the Lord,
he fucked y'all up. Go ahead, Op. He fucked y'all up though. At the same time, like I said, y'all don't want to do this, so you'll spend $300-400 on a hairstyle and whatnot, putting all this motherfucking hair in your head because you bald and whatnot. When you used to have some of the most luxurious hair on the fucking planet, okay, and whatnot. Remember the woman that tend to Yahweh Shai, she used her hair to wipe his feet. Mm-hmm. How long your hair got to be that you can use your hair to wipe your feet? Mm-hmm. Okay? This, that, and other. So y'all don't understand. Y'all have no clue as to how to maintain your body and whatnot. So in doing so, like I said, 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, and you want to know what the problem is. Because like I said, guess what? He didn't get what he thought he bargained for. He went out there, he thought, hey, she looked like Melissa Ford. So he thought he got a Corvette. Every time he started the motherfucker up and tried to run it, runs like a broke down Pinto. He's like, man, fuck that. Fuck this bitch. You ain't worth the headache.
There's a new meme said, you hoes need to act your mileage, man. All right? Here you are.
List your actual mileage.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect like the quality of man you say you want with the type of physical
defects.
Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, we have them too.
That's right.
I'm missing teeth. Right. I have defects, so to speak. All right, but one thing that we try to do is eat right, man.
Right.
Okay. And eating healthy is a good way to make yourself feel better and for your body to feel better, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling the brother myself here recently. I mean, just recently, I had gotten away from drinking all the water that I used to, and I was starting to feel it as far as my stool was starting to harden some. So I knew I'm drinking this water, but I got the water in the house, but I'm not drinking. I said I used to fill up this thing, which would be about 33 ounces of water, and I take it with me and put it in the freezer and whatnot. I drink my coffee, and then after I drink my coffee, I give myself about a half hour or so, then I start on my water. And by the time I got ready to get off my shift for the day, I done drunk 33 ounces of pH 10 water in the process. And I noticed what my stool was doing behind that. I wasn't getting leg cramps, and my headaches had diminished a lot. But now all those things are starting to come back because I went back to drinking Kool-Aid and shit, which I shouldn't be drinking on no level. So I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect. But at the same time, it doesn't call out Kool-Aid. But we know that this man is wicked. And so we have to read into it and see the shit that he's doing and say, okay, we need to eliminate these things. So I got away from that, actually drinking a bunch of juice. I was going through juices like a thing in the past week or so. This will pop back up. But like I said, we tell you this because you need to be learning something. But like I said, when this brother mentioned that, the person that we're speaking of don't want to hear none of that. Go ahead, Al.
This Sirach 30 and 25. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet, man. All right, so
wow.
So you gotta put your mind All right.
Exactly. See, I just cut myself. His scripture just cut me or whatnot, and I'm the one giving the lesson. See what I'm saying? So, but I say that all the time. These scriptures should cut you. Okay. These scriptures are supposed to cut you. This is how you're supposed to be governing your life. And if you think you're perfect, you're fucked. You're fucked because you're still in this wicked ass flesh. So guess what? You ain't gonna be perfect, but you got to be able to hear where you're going off at and be able to try to at least make the correction on some level. Are you gonna be perfect in the correction? No, but at least you making the effort. See, that's the difference. What we say, we make the effort. You 2/3 don't even consider it.
Let me say this too, all right? Because Jake be talking about, look, I used to eat lobster, crab, calamari, catfish. Shit is good. All right?
Tastes good to you.
It tastes good, man. Okay? But it's unlawful. All right? So that's what makes it fucked up. All right? So there's plenty of alternatives out there. You just got to try them. I never ate as much goat and lamb.
Right.
Asparagus and all type of vegetables, man. pH water, man. Alkaline water.
Right.
All right. Lemons in my water. I never knew about none of that until I came into the truth. All right, but I found out that there are plenty of things that we can't eat that the Lord has given us, man, and it makes me feel better. You know, you can eat certain things that naturally lowers your cholesterol and your blood pressure, your diabetes, take away diabetes. Some herbs take away herpes, man.
Right.
All right, hey, our food is medicine, man.
Scriptures say that. You got that?
No, I got something else.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, Sirach 31:20 says, sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He rises early, and his wits are with him. For the pain of watching and choler and pains of the belly are with an insatiable man. All right? And we say, you substitute the word man for women too.
Right.
All right? You just can't be putting everything in your goddamn body, man. All right? You know, it's hard at times because of how like the elder said, everything's defiled. All right, but we gotta do better, man. All right, there's alternatives to lobster, crabs, and shrimp and catfish, man. You know, this is Sirach 37:30. It says, "For excess of meats bringing sickness, and surfeiting returns to choler, man." All right, so hey, try a plant-based diet, you know, for a while, man. All right, we got brothers who like, hey, I've been eating too much meat. Let me switch it up.
Right.
You know, and that happens regularly, man.
Yep.
And it helps. And I'm a guy who like to freaking eat. And even I got to put the goddamn steaks and lamb chops down, man.
Yeah, I tell them all the time and whatnot when we be out kicking it or whatever the case might be. I say, man, it's cheaper to put clothes on your back than to feed you, boy.
You know, and you know, but when I eat better, I sleep better. I wake up and I'm ready, man.
Right.
You know, we can't be so caught in being insatiable in our appetites, man. Matter of fact, it said give into appetite. Put a knife to our throat. There's a Proverbs 23:1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee, and put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite.
Ooh.
You know? Sometimes you just got a motherfucker say, no, I'm not hungry. Or you know, fast for, you know, hey, you don't got to do a whole 24-hour, 48-hour fast, man. All right, you can wake up, all right, brush your teeth. I'm going to go on a fast today till sundown.
Right.
Do a 12-hour fast, man.
Right.
You even feel better by doing that.
Yep. There's been times I've done those as well. Okay. Like I said, see, and we bring this to the table because of the fact that, like I said, you know, all these scriptures and whatnot, they built to reprove and correct the Israelite. That's who the law, statutes, and commandments was given to. Moab, which is the Chinese, Ammon, which is the Japanese, Edom definitely wasn't there. So the only people that was there was descendants of the 12 sons of Yasharallah that came out of Jacob. That name was changed to Yasharallah. The only people that was there was that. So that's who the law, statutes, and commandments was given to. You know, Look at this. This is a scripture. It says Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 38 and 38 and 12. Then give place to the physician, for the Lord hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. The physician's going to tell you how you need to eat, or what you need to put in your diet, or whatever to fix this or to fix that. Okay? And you got brothers out here that's part of their whole ministry, telling you what herbs, what does this, what does that, this, that, and the other. And even in our camp, Benji picked up the herb thing, what about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that, maybe a little bit longer, 7 years ago, 7, maybe 8 years ago. He picked up the herb thing and whatnot, and the different oils and whatnot that you can go and get to fix this and do that and blah blah blah. So they go be around you. You got those people around you, and in return, I'm not that dude. But if somebody come to me and say, this is ailing me or this, that, and other, what is it that I can get? I say, well, let me get back to you on that. Then I can call the brother that knows these things and say, hey man, what oils do, or whatever the case it might be.
But but even with that, because you just mentioned earlier about the water in your stool. Well, you got somebody come to you with that same condition. Right. Well, because you got the experience, because right. You can pass that little bit of information on to somebody to help them, man.
Right, yeah, you probably need to put more water in your diet or whatever.
You got headaches, man, drink some water, man.
Right. They
rub peppermint oil on your temples, man.
Yeah, drink water. Yeah, man, look, your body is made of 85% water, dog. Guess what? If you ain't putting no water in it, that hard stool is your body trying to suck all the water out of it that it can. So that's why the stool is hard. If you had enough water in it, your stool would be almost soft, dog.
Well, like Murph say, we got these bodies, right? Not like him, but we got these bodies. We can't be putting that fucking cheap ass gas in there, man.
Yeah. You're right. No, I agree. I mean, if your shit is designed for 89. And you trying to put 87, or you trying to put 85.
Man, we're Israelites, man. We're high octane people, man.
Exactly.
All right, so we need to feed our body high octane things. Hey, look, I'm a snacker, so the brother got on me about my sugary snacks. So guess what? I'm just speaking about my personal experience. I do more grains now.
Right.
Granolas, and I might get some cranberries, some walnuts, pistachios. Some type of nuts. And that stops my craving for Twizzlers and fucking Mike and Likes, man.
Right.
But it's all about being conscious of what you put in your body to get the possible best effect out of your life, so to speak, man. Right. And you can't neglect the herbs and the medicines, the herbs and the fruits and the vegetables that the Lord put here, man. And Dr. Sebi, all right. Y'all listen to Dr. Sebi more than y'all listen to y'all about me outside, man. All right, the Lord gave us everything Sebi got the blueprint from.
Right. He
ain't make that shit up himself, man. Okay, it's all here in the scriptures, man. This is this food is for us to enjoy, but also it's to heal us, man. You got erectile ED or something. You need more blood flow, man.
Right.
You got diabetes, man. Eat your beets.
That's it.
You got your flaxseed. You got your maca powders, man. There's all type of things that we can do to substitute us from eating all this goddamn bull jive.
Bull jive. That's such a nice way of saying bullshit. Fuck, man.
Excuse the Chicagoan.
Cause y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to hear the knowledge. Y'all turn away from the knowledge and all these other kinds of things. Then you want to know why the Lord is doing what He's doing. Let me get a scripture for that to solidify that and whatnot. Because like I said, I mean, me and this brother been in the truth about the same amount of time, and he's more versed on those things than I am at this particular point in time, because he paid closer attention to that. I was doing something else, or in studying from another avenue as far as what was important to me that I wanted.
Everybody's not a physician. Exactly. I mean, sometimes you just go to the physician to get what you need. And
exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
My stomach hurt. What should I do?
Exactly.
I'll do this. Okay, Carol. Thank you.
Appreciate it. And that's what the scripture says. You have need of a physician. Okay, this is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. How plain of a scripture is that? Mm-hmm. You don't know what you're supposed to be eating. Okay, so guess what? Since you don't know what you're supposed to be eating, you don't know what kind of water you're supposed to be putting in you, and this, that, and other. Guess what? I'm gonna destroy your ass.
Yep.
Okay. Period. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no more priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of the power of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So, what was it said in Jeremiah 17:4? You're discontinued from your heritage. The Lord made you forget who you was. Mm-hmm. He made you forget your dietary laws. Mm-hmm. And this Edomite didn't forget. Why? Because he slaughtered pigs and gave you the worst parts of it. Mm-hmm. He could eat the ham and all this other kind of shit because that dietary law wasn't pertaining to him.
The curses don't they don't pertain to Esau, man.
So he could take the ham and all them thick shanks of meat and whatnot and do this and leave your ass with the fucking chitlins and the stomach and the fucking feet and tails and ears and nose and snoot, and you go and make all the our people went and made all this shit. But to eat all this shit, what kind of fucking turmoil must you have put yourself into to do that? Because motherfucker eat, as soon as they throw something in the pot, 20 minutes later, half hour later, 45 minutes later, they ready to eat that shit. So did you think our people understood that when they was cooking them chitlins the first couple times and whatnot?
No.
Or did they cook that shit for 30 minutes, thought it was done and tendered and went for it and got sick as a fuck, got all kinds of fucking stomach ailments and shit like that, got sick, tapeworms, all this other kind of shit, and died from it? Huh? Look at it now. Now, through trial and error, motherfuckers know they got to put chitlins on the cooker for about a day or two to even be able to stomach the motherfuckers without there being much of a backlash. And then you still have it.
Well, you guys do, and another thing too, is that you guys are so big about slave food, or only chilling that slave food. Well, guess what? The slave masters gave your ass shrimp and lobster too. They didn't eat that shit.
That's it. When they made a catch in the net, that shrimp and lobster was shit that wound up being in the net with the tilapia and things of that nature that was decent fish. Okay, so they throw the motherfucking net, catch that shit, the net go all the way down to the ground. They pull all that up with the sand and whatnot because they know the sand is going to filter out as they pull it up. They pull all that out. Guess what? Them bottom feeders that was down there got caught in the fucking net. They take them bottom feeders and give them to you motherfucking slaves, but y'all turned into a delicacy, and now y'all pay top dollar to eat the worst shit that's on the planet.
There's a freaking thing going viral. This Israelite woman, like
$500
on that crab, a dead crab.
She ordered a crab. That motherfucker was huge. She spent over $500 for the fucking crab, and it was supposed to come to her live, and it was dead when it got there. Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, you fuckers, you motherfuckers. Go ahead, Doc.
I was looking for the one. He made nothing. He made damn, I forgot a word. He created all things for their uses.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Let me see if I can find it. All things were basically created with a specific use.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you take the pig's got a use, but it ain't meant to be eaten.
And that's it.
Okay, the pig is a garbage disposal, and that's what his job is. And they even showed you that in the Flintstones. The fucking garbage disposal that Wilma used to fucking stick the stick at and make eat was one of them warthogs, which is a pig. Okay, let me see what. I lost my train of thought in the process of looking for that. Okay. What was the scripture?
I got it. Let me see. It don't go into it.
No, what, give me the thought process again. I just lost.
He created all things for his use.
Okay,
you know?
yeah. That's the way.
So I got the scripture, but I don't think it pertains.
Okay.
All right. But the point being is everything has a lot, man. Everything has an order, man.
Right.
All right. There's certain man. Let's get to the law. Leviticus 11 and 11, because the topic was
right.
The shrimp. Okay.
Right.
This is Sirach. Leviticus 11 and 9. It says, I'm going to start at 8. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
Okay.
Verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters. So whatever got fins and scales, I mean, you don't look. Esau only puts out a certain variety of things
in our neighborhood.
Neighborhoods, right? For you to have anyway. There's plenty of things out there that you can eat. Some of them may cost a little bit more, all right. But but the whole thing is there's options out there that are lawful for you.
It's funny that you said that about it might cost a little more. I thought about that store that we went in.
Oh yeah.
Years ago, man, we was like couldn't have been no more than 2-3 years in the truth. If that. And we go in there, and this brother got a little link, and we go in there, but we done figured out that we're not supposed to do the pork thing and all this other kind of stuff, so we good on that. So he want to get a meat pack, and then he got like maybe 10, 12 items on this meat pack or whatever the case might be, and like 5 or 6 of these motherfuckers is pork. Okay, so we go in there, so we get the 5 off the top that's not pork, because we want that. Then we start trying to trade out the things that are pork. Understand that we gonna get less because the other meat's gonna cost more.
Mm-hmm.
Understood that, accepted that, was good with that. He let us trade 2. And when we went to trade the 3rd one, what did he say, Big Eye?
I've been eating pork all my life. Ain't nothing wrong with eating pork.
That's it. He would not let us trade out. We accepted the fact that we was gonna get less meat, probably a lot less meat.
We were gonna get a lot less meat,
but we didn't want the pork. He argued back and forth.
Talking about his grandma and all that shit.
All of them ate pork. Did we even get that meat pack out?
We didn't.
No,
we went to the rest of the spot.
Yes, actually, we did. Yeah, we didn't get. I said we didn't even bother to deal with that. We left that spot, put curses on that spot when we got outside.
Down, yep.
That spot, that grocery store is now a liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
Since that motherfucker, them
evil more lawful.
them evil spirits said, "Well, damn, okay, well, fuck it, we can't leave this lot. I don't know why they stuck to the lot, but the
demon ass corner.
Ass corner. That's it, cause it's the same corner where transsexuals like to walk the motherfucking corner and this that and that. There's a demonic ass motherfucking corner. So yeah, go ahead, Al.
It says, and all that have not us like these shall you eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall you eat. All right, and I fish, right?
Right.
And every now and again, I get a fish I can't identify. But guess what? I'm taking it home. Why? Because it's lawful. It got fins and scales. Right. I want to see how. It tastes.
That's what I got. What do I got?
And I want to see how it tastes. You know. But my mind, like, look, it's lawful. So like Murph say, man, we eat for the benefit. We don't eat for taste. You know.
Right.
Let me see. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. It says, they shall be even an abomination unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination to you, man. All right? Clams, oysters, calamari, escargot, all right, shark, octopus, snails.
Right.
You know, and those things are unlawful, man. All right, just because the white man put a fucking $100 price tag on it, don't make it fucking good, man.
Right. Exactly. He's got you buying garbage.
Mm-hmm.
He's got you buying garbage. And you know, here, like, I'll give you a perfect example. Remember when all the rappers was pushing the platinum as the new metal for jewelry?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't Intel the computer use platinum in part of their processor?
Yeah.
So how can platinum be so valuable if they putting it in the fucking computer? All you gotta do is find all the fucked up computers then and pull the processor
It's
out.
in the processor, yep.
Okay, see what I'm saying? But they wanted that gold, so they had the rappers start talking about platinum is the metal now, and motherfuckers go and they knew who was gonna do that shit. You niggas went and got rid of all your gold, going after that platinum and this, that, and other. As a matter of fact, they had a video where Mr. T and Busta Rhymes was comparing chains. T had them fucking gold, and Busta had all that platinum on his fucking neck. See what I'm saying? And you motherfuckers gave up all your motherfucking gold and whatnot, and now you don't hear nobody talking about platinum worth shit.
No, everybody went back to gold.
That's right.
You know?
Go ahead.
And that was all I had, dog.
Okay. Okay, I got one. This is Corinthians. Is that the one you were talking about? Corinthians 6 and 12? All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient.
No, I mean, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to read this scripture because this is what we're basically saying. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. And that's G4851, which means to bear together the same, to carry with others, to collect or contribute in order to help be profitable, be expedient. Okay, so it's not profitable. Okay, all things are lawful. The Lord made it. So all things got their point. Got their use. Crab, lobster, shrimps, their use is to clean up the bottom of the ocean. So you want to eat the thing that's designed to eat shit. They're designed to eat dead carcasses. Because if you think about the fucking that Alaskan the Deadliest Catch TV program, what did they use? They used a cod head to fucking fill up the damn pods with motherfucking crabs. They cut that head off and they sit and put that down there and come back 3-4 days later, and let that motherfucker start decaying in that cold ass water, which I never could understand that, because I would have thought that the motherfucker would have damn near froze, but it must have been decaying enough because they have 400, 500 crab in a pod.
Yeah, I mean, it's just common sense, man. You wonder why things are out of balance. Matter of fact, the scriptures say the whole all the earth is out of balance, man.
Yep.
Out of course, the foundation's out of course, man.
Because it's been given to Job. It's been pursuant to Job 9:24. It's been given to the wicked. So the wicked have knocked everything out of course, and that's what he'll do. And the scripture says that if it wasn't for the election, say all flesh would he would destroy all flesh.
Right. You know, you got freaking whales with riding around with fucking big ass fisherman nets wrapped around their fins and tails, man.
Or they beach themselves and they starving because they got a stomach full of plastic. They swallowing plastic or whatnot, because all the little fish and whatnot that they will scoop up and be able to eat and whatnot, them motherfuckers are dead because they getting caught in the nets. And guess what y'all doing with them motherfuckers? Y'all not eating those. Y'all eating the fucking crabs and shit that's getting caught in the middle of them.
Yeah, and you wonder why the ocean's dirty, man.
That's it.
You know.
That's it. So yeah, that's the bottom line on it, man. And this all started because we was having a conversation, and if you got a female that's trying to eat, trying to buy lobster and shrimp as part of her motherfucking grocery bill, and trying to eat this shit 2 or 3 times a motherfucking week.
But then it's like
go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's like
go.
Then somebody you trying to eat healthy with a fucking smoothie in the morning, man.
Yeah, you trying to put a smoothie to correct all the fucked up foul shit. That's hey, but ain't that them in that Sunday church shit? They want to do all that wickedness and on Sunday go to church and pray and pay their tithes and be straight for the next week.
Yep.
Y'all can't do that shit. But we can't make a 2/3 or 1/3, and we can't make a 1/3 or 2/3. So guess what? Y'all go do what y'all go do.
I go for Jake too, man. You want to be out of breath and shit all the time? Your freaking diet's bad, man.
That's right.
You take it. Hey, look at it. Take it from me. I'm speaking from personal experience, man. All right, change your diet. You're gonna feel better. All right, you're gonna have more energy. All right, you have less ailments.
Right.
All right, the brothers are in pretty fucking good shape, man.
Right.
All right, they get afflicted. Don't get me wrong, they get afflicted. Guess what? They go to the physician and they get healed, man.
That's right.
First of all, we pray to the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right.
And let Him reveal to us what's going on some level.
On some level, man.
That's it. So hey, that's enough for me.
That's it.
All right. So with that, So with that, we want to send our praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. We send double honors because they do rule well. My brothers around the world push this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you good, the bad, and the ugly in the scriptures, correctly breaking down prophecy and interaction with people and planet. Salutations. I hope for elect. We hope that's edifying. Aqua, few and truths, listeners, sincere in the chair to keep doing so. Let's go on the scoff and reprobate 2/3 Israelites and 17 other nations. You're in the midst of Jacob's trouble. It's going to get a whole lot worse. And with that, a ball.
Baba.